Hi Capricorn, is Power and Light Tarot coming at you with a reading. Today we have a tarot reading and let's get right into it. So this is for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Let's see what we have. We have the woman here and she took off her mask and she was reading something. She's waiting for something. That's what it looks like here. And she's fallen asleep. And we have this man with this, wild hair, beautiful hair and bad haircut. Just kidding. And so, yeah, but anyway, he's here and he's showing all these pictures. Excuse me. And to his left here is a woman walking with kind of a goodbye note. That's usually what that card is about. The picture that is next to him is actually a card that is in this deck. So she's holding an envelope. She has a rose, but a red rose. So it is about love, likely, but she is sad. She's a little somber or serious. So let's see what these cards have to say, Capricorn. Yeah, let's have a look. Excuse me. Can't tell by these images. Yeah, let's go to card 35. All right, here it is. Solitude, loneliness, and isolation. Okay, well, she was reading there. I guess she's a little lonely. Or she has put herself in isolation. Either. Only in quiet waters do things mirror themselves undistorted. That's right. We have so this is about you, Capricorn, or somebody else here close to you, right? And stepping back to like kind of just be in isolation or be in kind of meditation or reflection. Only in a quiet mind is adequate perception of the world. That's exactly right. We all need some me time. A solitary figure sits beneath a golden dome shelter. Okay, so you've done that, said Capricorn. And let's look at this other card where the man is holding the pictures, right? Those are of the past. They must be. But he has a magician here, so there's something that wants to be manifested for sure. And we have reflections, yes. And again, and this is interesting because this is also about reflection, looking back, hindsight, or this card can be understanding what's going on, right, in your life. You need to take a step back. A moral being is one who is capable of reflecting his past actions and their motives, of approving of some and disapproving of others. All right, well, that was Darwin, and I don't really believe in Darwin. So, but hey, I do like um, his philosophy here, of course. So this talks about looking back at what has worked for me, and it can also talk about regret. Remember, we have the somber lady holding the rose there. There can be some regret here. Um, yeah, about what somebody has done here. And over here, this said Capricorn, over here you're reflecting. Let's get another card. You're reflecting on you're taking a step back to look at, how things maybe can be different. But let's look at the number 7 card. We have the very intelligent chimpanzee here. Yes, he is. He's holding a skull and he has a typewriter, right? So this is infinity. We have this, the infinity algebraic. Maybe it's calculus. I think it's calculus. Yeah, calculus. Formula here. Infinity, no limits, and perseverance. Difficult things take a long time. Impossible things a little longer. Yeah, in other words, there's something here that may have seemed impossible, but it could be coming to fruition. Yeah, but it only comes after somebody has either taken a very long time or they have tried their best in something. So when we have her stepping back and this man having some type of regret, yeah, there is a perseverance here, and there's a perseverance here, and there is a little bit of regret though, but the perseverance part is the best part, isn't it? Yeah, so something is being pursued here. Yeah, I feel like it is. Yeah, and something is like it's unlimited. In other words, something can be really divinely kind of orchestrated. Yeah, it could be. Let's see what these moon cards have to say. It's time to take action. New moon in Aries. That's really very cool because we do have a new moon in Aries. I have a video on it if you guys want to see it, and it is on my other channel, and I can post it at the top of the comments. Yeah, it'd be great if you guys could sub on my other channel. And I have all the 12 signs there as well, so you can look at, your other person and things like that, or you can look at your rising sign over there, right? If it is not, Sagittarius or Sun, Moon, and Rising, or Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising, right? You guys can do that. So it's time to take action. Yes, it is. And we have a win-win outcome is coming. That's the full moon in Libra. So we just had one, but these cards are embodying this energy, right, of this transit, the full moon in Libra, and the meaning. So, that's what Libra wants. Libra wants balance. Something is being balanced here that was not balanced. Yes. And somebody is taking action after reflecting. Let's see what these cards say. The bottom of the deck is the Ten of Cups. And, it's a beautiful thing. It sure is. And this can be about a family or a relationship. It can be about your happily ever after. It doesn't necessarily have to be about love because the cups can mean, your intuition as well, right? Yeah, it can. We have the Nine of Wands. And so this is the wounded warrior here. And so he himself has looked back. Yeah, because he made it to the 9. He himself has looked back and said, oh, kind of what did I do? He doesn't necessarily have regret, but he definitely has perseverance because he's been injured and he is still holding the wand, and he's kind of on the lookout for anybody who wants to, stop him or cross him or, something like that. So he is persevering. He sure is. And the devil's here. All right. And Capricorn, that can mean you, but I don't find that is really you so much. I find that you are more the World card. Yes, I find that you are the World card because the World card deals with maturity, and Saturn deals with the 10th house of maturity and achievement and authority and things like that. So this is somebody who is more um, kind of feeling stuck or feeling bad about something, or maybe scared. That sometimes this is jealousy, but the devil is, all the lower expression, all the energies that are of the lower persuasion, the lower expression, right? Every sign has a higher expression and a lower, or a constructive and a destructive, and that is how it works, right? Ace of Pentacles, Five of Cups. See, there's the regret that I was talking about, right? We have the Empress, Four of Pentacles. There's a holding on to something in this reading. Yeah. You might have a memory of somebody here, Capricorn. Maybe you have a memory of, maybe you are like, maybe there's something new with regards to your work because we have this perseverance here. Maybe you let something go, some type of, I don't know, something related to your work, and maybe now you want it back. Maybe you want a friendship back, right? That could be the case, or a relationship back. Um, yeah, and Libra, doesn't always mean relationships. Sometimes it just means we have the Empress here too, and that can be Libra. But sometimes it just means how you kind of get along with others or relate to others. Yeah, it can be that, right? It can also be like some type of the Empress, does rule Libra. So, and she's here. Maybe there's some type of argument that is settled, right? Doesn't always have to be like love all the way. An argument can be settled, and now maybe you can, get back together with that friend or whoever that was, right? And so we have here the page is of Pentacles is sitting here with the Eight of Pentacles. So the page wants something new, or he has a message. He also is holding up something that he values. So there could be, you might have valued something and you regret it and you let it go. Somebody might have let you go, Capricorn, right? This it could be. And we have the Seven of Wands reversed with it. And the Seven of Wands is, with this Page of Pentacles, it can be, maybe somebody's coming to talk to you as well, Page of Pentacles. in the crossing energy, that maybe they are no longer resisting. You could be no longer resisting something, whatever that is. And maybe you did resist it and you were regretting, right? Possibility here. But this reading, it's a great reading because it's coming out of that, whatever that regret was, whatever an injury may have been here, if there was one, because he has the bandage. Doesn't always have to be an injury, a broken heart, or but maybe a friendship was, anything could have been kind of a little injured, because that's what he wants. He wants to overcome and heal and be resilient. That's what he's doing. He's being resilient. And the chimpanzee is perseverance. So somebody is persevering here in this reading. All right. Now, the Eight of Pentacles is why it's all happening. There may be a devotion here. Somebody could be, or you may, devotion regarding work or love. He's holding up the pictures. And so that could be about love because she has the rose. But, love comes in many forms, not only romantic, sexual love, right? But this can be like, there's something I really loved and I treasure, because he's holding those pictures up, right? Where he is like, reminiscent, right? So, and this may be about work. He's at work over here. It doesn't always have to be, but he's showing his devotion and his craft. So maybe you are, there could be something that you do well that you kind of put down. You're like, why did I do that? Because it can help you, maybe financially, right? The Empress is here, and she's about finances as well. She's not only about love, she's about self-worth, and she's about fairness and balancing the scales. Yes, she is. Beauty and creativity and love. Yeah, all those, right? So this is why I'm saying this, right? The devil sits in the recent past. That could be the long past, the distant past, right? Could be. It's a possibility here. It is next to the Ace of Pentacles, which is a new beginning, kind of. I mean, there could be a contrast. This could have been a long time ago, possibly, but it is likely recent, or maybe both. And so let's get a card on that devil. Let's get the little cards so we can see these cards here. Let's see what we got, Capricorn. We have the Nine of Pentacles. All right. So, yeah. And so the Nine of Pentacles is an interesting card because it can mean you really step into your power and then you step into abundance, right? It can also mean somebody who is single, who like is right, fulfilling maybe a dream or something, but fulfilling something in order to become single. She is on her own. All the nines depict somebody who is on their own, or somebody who is, solitary, or, in on the card. So, these are pentacles, they're values as well. This could be, really stepping into my what I really value. And there is some sort of regret in the reading. So somebody could be you might be moving back to what you really value, Capricorn, relationship or work, or somebody is doing this regarding you. And it's time to take action is a great card. Yeah, right? Because, yeah, it is. Ace of Pentacles is a mindset. That's a new beginning, either financially, abundantly. It doesn't always have to mean abundance, like finances, not necessarily, but it may be. It can also be a lot of self-worth. Yeah, it's not just money. The Pentacle, as I was saying, speak of self-worth. Yes, they do. Very interesting there too, Capricorn. Yeah. And it's possible this is about kind of, stepping into because Virgo represents, it's the other, earth sign. Virgo represents your daily affairs, your work and your health. So, when we get to daily affairs, somebody could be looking at their life in a whole new way, right? So here's the regret card showing up here. Yeah, Five of Cups could be grieving. Somebody may have grieved here, especially with the Nine of Wands over the Five of Cups. And the Four of Pentacles, it's like you want to hold on to something, or somebody may want to hold on to you. The Empress is in it's also the Four of Pentacles. The concern is also, kind of a wish for stability, because the four represents the fourth house of Cancer. Cancer needs emotional security, what we all do, right? It's just like Cancer's more tuned into it, right? Um, they are. And so here we have, this can be about stability. The concern is stability or holding on to something. The Empress in the environment. So, the Empress is always a good sign. It is, especially here in the environment, because it can mean abundance, right? As I said, the second house of Taurus is abundance, material abundance, right? It's also self-worth. And regarding Libra, it is love, beauty, and balancing the scales, or fairness, kind of, right? Relating to others. So it will depend here, but it's still a really good card here. In the environment, it could be a third party. That's a possibility because the devil's here and there's some type of regret. So there could be a third party. The Seven of Swords, or there could have been. Not now. It doesn't, there's, because this is a brand new, something brand new happens here, right? Yeah, here's the mindset. Ace of Pentacles. Seven of Swords is hopes and fears. That card sitting in the hopes and fears can speak to regret. Like, gee, I hope I don't regret kind of running out on somebody, or I hope I don't regret lying, or maybe even, lying can be lying to yourself sometimes, right? Like, it can be, right? The psyche is very complex. Yes, it is, right? So that's why they can't just sometimes, yeah, it is very complex. That's why, mental health issues, those are very hard um, to diagnose. I mean, I believe, right? Yeah, and so a lot of people will probably agree with me on that. But Seven of Swords right here, in the hopes and fears. We'll get a card on it. Let's see what it says here. And we have Seven of Wands reversed. Yeah, we have that twice here. So something is no longer being resisted. There is perseverance in this reading, and the King of Wands sits in the potential outcome. And the King of Wands is all about, I'm going to live my life according to my truth, according to my beliefs, according to expansion and growth and wisdom. Yeah, and my own philosophy. So something really good is going on in this reading, Capricorn. All right. Thank you so much for joining me. If you guys want to get a reading with me, I have all kind of great readings on my website. I am lowering the prices, so if you go look over there, send me an email if you want to get a reading. And yeah, I'm also approaching Mystic Sense as a free 5-minute psychic reading for you guys. Check that out if you'd like. My readings, I still have the tarot and I don't know if I said this, I think I did, but I still have the tarot and I have the psychic readings available. I sure do. So tarot readings have been reduced a little bit, and yeah, and also I am approaching the chart, your natal chart, in a different way, because we can see in the chart where we might have kind of felt bad about things, or let things hold us back, but things that are really related that we've inherited that we are not aware of. Yeah, and I also do past life readings, so I know that that is true, right? About inheriting things from the past. So yeah, that can be very empowering. A reading there, approaching the chart that way, because it can help you overcome and say, hey, it's not my fault. I was given that. I was given that at birth, and that's not my fault, right? So it empowers you. So thank you so much, you guys, for joining me here. If you want to see the new moon in Aries, I'll clip that at the top or pin it at the top of the comments. Thank you so much. And please like, share, and subscribe, and hit the little bell, you guys.